Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Oh my gosh, you guys. Friday the 13th. Hi, everybody. We got Canvas back. Hi, Ben, Kyle, Hunter 37. Ooh, we have another Hunter. Bradley Boy is also named Hunter. Yoshi, welcome back. Thank you. Linda, hello. Mega Milk Gaming, hello. Yes, Veto happens on Saturday. Yay, Velvet's here. Shafika, yay. Stockton, Florida, yay. Oh my gosh, the crew is here. Happy Friday the 13th. Did you guys know that not only is it Friday the 13th, but it is also a full moon? Oh boy, everyone be careful. If you're leaving your house today, be very, very, very careful. Oh, well, happy anniversary and happy birthday, Grandma. Yay! I think the house was feeling this full moon a little early yesterday. Got a little bonkers. I love you. Yay. Oh, Wisconsin. That's my Wisconsin accent. I love a good Midwest accent. Is that what you sound like? Or am I way off? Oh, in your country is Tuesday the 13th. Oh, wait, but is it? No. Okay, Tuesday the 13th is bad luck? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Uh-oh. Stockton, Florida, behave yourselves. And Mr. Stockton, Florida. Yay! Leslie, you made it! Oh my goodness. Leslie, thank you for making it. Oh, it's almost 3 a.m. where you are? Oh boy. Hi, Gabe. Gabe X Edits makes great edits. Hi, Amy. Okay, yes, Gabe is. Let's get right into it. Excited for this Nichole Win. Okay, so backing up, right? Okay, yesterday we had a crazy day. We had a house meeting that we missed because for whatever reason we weren't allowed to see it. Can't wait to see it on Sunday, but obviously it's only going to be part of it. I want to dissect the gameplay, and I can't if I can't see it all. You know what I mean? David's at work on Fridays, so it's just me on Fridays because David has a real job. Yay! Look, Gabe, you have a stand in the chat. What? Okay, well, drama ensued. Jackson made an amazing game move, but Cliff and Nicole were already leaning towards getting Tommy out anyway. So I think it was an amazing game move, but I don't really know that it was necessary. But we've learned a bit more since the show ended. So we saw the HOH comp happen in like 5 minutes. Nicole won. Yay. Very exciting. But also, it was like a deal was made to keep Halle. I mean, I'm all for deals, but this is a really weird deal. I mean, Nicole and Cliff were leaning towards keeping Halle anyway, and so if they can get a deal out of her, great, good for them. But why in the world did Halle agree to not only throw the HOH last night, but she also agreed to throw the veto tomorrow? Why? Why even stay in the house? Like, if you had the time to sit down and think about it, like, you're just staying in the house just to be there for a week if you're really giving up. I mean, I guess there is the chance that Jackson wins veto. She doesn't have to win it. She's safe. So I guess it's worth it. I'm assuming that's what she was thinking. But that's like a heck of an agreement. And it kind of made for a boring HOH comp last night. I mean, it was supposed to be a long endurance comp on the feeds. And she didn't even like hang on for a little bit for entertainment value. Like, come on, Halle. Give us a little entertainment. As soon as Cliff fell, she just stepped off. And Like, even Jackson, I went back and watched the feed, like, that, because it was only up for, like, 30 seconds on the feeds. Like, the feeds had just come up. So I went back and forth and back and forth. Hi, Logan. To, like, watch it, to, like, understand what happened. We didn't even have all 4 cameras. We only have 3 cameras. But, like, even Jackson, you see go like that. Because I guess she just stepped off. You see her hands in the, like, corner of the frame. So, again, looking forward to seeing Sunday's episode. This should be good. Absolutely stacked in Florida. Nicole has social skills, like, unbelievable. She is killing this season with her social skills. And, yeah, unfortunately, like, Holly's game is just declining. I kind of feel bad for Halle at this point. She had so much potential earlier in the game, and I don't know if she's just exhausted and, like, mentally exhausted and just struggling being locked away for so long. But, it's not fun to watch. It's not fun to watch someone just being like, what do I do? You know? Oh, first time here. Thanks to Jolene for the recommendation. Love. Jolene is always so kindly recommending us. So welcome. Let me see if I can pronounce your name right. Nichole. Oh, I butchered that. Sorry, but welcome. So glad you found us. Gabe is saying, can you just imagine how epic it would be if Nicole wins the season? I know. She wasn't in the massive 9-person alliance and was meant to go home week 4. I know. Crazy. She does deserve it. I mean, there's a lot we can sort of dive in here. I mean, it's a possibility. It is absolutely a possibility for Nicole to win. But we got a lot to get through here because there were some other deals we need to talk about here. In this same deal where Halle agreed to throw the HOH and the veto. Oh, my computer is going crazy. Hold on. Pause because I need to plug in. My computer is going bonkers. Oh my God, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm so professional, you guys. Woo! Okay, there we go. In that same deal, Cliff and Jackson basically made like a final 3, final 2 deal. So Jackson said, I'll evict Halle. If I win veto, I'll evict Halle and bring, Cliff, Nicole, however this is going to work, you guys to final 3. It'll be us, final 3, Jackson, Nicole, and Cliff. Okay. A crazy deal, and the fact that Cliff is buying this is just insane. But whatever, I think that he was already planning on evicting Tommy, so Cliff is just like nodding along. And last night, when the feeds were back and we're kind of getting these details, Cliff and Jackson were talking like they, I love that Stacked in Florida is telling me to stop that. Thank you, Luann. Thank you for complimenting my boss. Jackson and Cliff were basically like making final 2 agreements. And a lot of people were getting mad. And I know it seems like Cliff is a bit of a sort of a rat and he's like going against Nicole. But you gotta also like put yourself in his shoes. If you can, try to make sure that everyone left in the house is going to take you to final 2. Like, that's just the best case. Like, I totally get where Cliff is coming from. If he can make it so Jackson's like, yeah, I'm taking you to final 2, great, because he already knows Nicole's going to take him to final 2. He's sitting pretty. Like, absolutely. He did sort of circle back today. Now, I think something happened today because Cliff's been in quite a mood. They had like a luxury comp this morning where, from what I can gather from what they were talking about, they played some sort of comp, looking at things that were new in the house, and Jackson won, and he won money. And I guess, was there an option for family videos? I'm not sure, because Jackson said, I would have given up the money if we could have had family videos. So I'm not sure if that was an option or what, but they did not get family videos. instead Jackson wins and wins some money, and Cliff maybe is upset about this, or maybe he's just upset about how everything went yesterday and it's sort of like sinking in and he's not happy with how things went with the house meeting or something. I don't know. Cliff is definitely in a mood today. So he circled back and he was like, I just want to be clear, Jackson. I'm not taking you to final two. Like, I know that's what it sounded like in the deal, but you can take me to final two. I'm not taking you. I'm taking Nicole. I promised to Nicole. So, I mean, that is what we want to hear. We want to hear that Cliff is loyal to Nicole. And Jackson, of course, like, nods along. Like, oh, I get it. Because Jackson is lying, Cliff. Like, the fact that you think Jackson is going to cut his showmance after he just worked so hard to keep her. He worked so hard to keep her. Why would he now cut her and make final three, final two harder for himself? Because Halle's easy to beat. And she's in his corner. So dragging her to final two is easy. He wins, hands down, done. You know what I mean? So I think it's pretty crazy that Cliff is falling for this. Yeah, it does seem like he's spiraling a little. Canvas, I agree. Donna's celebrating that Tommy's in the jury and out of the house. I mean, I was okay either way, but Tommy was going to win this game. So I think it was smart to get him out. And Nicole's HOH now, so she's safe. Mega Milk Gaming losing respect for Cliff and hopping on the Jackson train. Wow, 500,000 guys. I'm sorry, I'd rather be a villain who wins. I mean, it's interesting because Jackson's only a villain to those of us who watch live feeds. His edit hasn't shown most of the negative stuff because it's, been sort of personal, like his personal attacks against Kat and Halle and Nicole. Like, not a lot of it has been shown on the TV, so I think the TV-only viewers are probably fine with him winning, I think it's just us that are like, ugh. But he's playing a really great game, so feelings aside, I can't be disappointed if he wins. He's played a good game. But Seth is saying Jackson winning literally anything is the worst. I mean, he's winning like all of the comps, including luxury comps. The boy is winning. If they don't get him out right now, it's kind of his game. And I am hoping that Nicole realizes that because you're handing him the game. Awesome. Nicole, Cliff, Jackson as a final three are like all decent players and all have a case to win. But if you want to win, Cliff, Nicole, you got to get him out. If you keep him in, he's going to win the whole game. So, Hi, Evet. Thanks for joining. Fonda's asking if Jerkson is sincere. That's a tough read. I'm not sure that he's sincere. I think there's a lot of fakeness to him, but it's hard to tell. He was crying last night, like bawling, and that has to be somewhat real. You can't fake bawl, but was he crying because he really hurt Tommy, like he was saying that's why he was crying, or was he crying because America hates him? Because that's also what he was saying. He was like, if I were watching this, I'd hate me. And I was like, honestly, Jackson, this is the one time that I'm not going to hate you because this was a valid game move. It wasn't a personal attack. Even though it might be once we see it on Sunday, I might be like, ugh, gross. I don't know. But, a game move I'm okay with. Yes, Danielle Reyes has been supporting Nicole for a while now, yeah. Amy's asking what happened after Cliff talked to Jackson about taking Nicole to final two. So Jackson played it off of like, oh, well, he was like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Okay, I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. You told Nicole, I get it. Sure. So Jackson is seemingly fine. Like, he's not going to rock the boat with Cliff because he's worried Cliff is going to win this veto. So he's going to keep everything on the up and up right now. They're all being very friendly. They were like, let's do one-on-ones. Ha, ha, ha. Like, they're all very supportive of each other. This is their favorite Final Four. Best thing ever. So on the surface, they're all like, oh, okay, yeah, you'll take me, whatever. But deep down, Jackson has already told Halle, like, I'm telling Cliff this, but I'm really taking you. So Jackson's already prepared to, like, slit Cliff's throat. Cliff's gonna be like, wait, what? And he's gonna regret not slitting Jackson's throat. But here we are, playing Big Brother. Yeah, Kathy, I think he was crying because he thinks he's been so worried about America hating him, which again, I think is so interesting because, I mean, a lot of people do hate him, but this was a good game move, so it's like, well, we're not going to hate you for a good game move. It was because you were not so nice to some people in the house. Oh my God, Jackson is entirely sincere about his watermelons. That we have seen. We've seen true love with him and his watermelons. Evan's pointing out that Jillian has been supporting Nicole. Nicole's got a lot of support from a lot of us fans, but also alumni. Lots of alumni. Yeah, he's worried about his image for sure. He and Halle, that's all they talk about is how they're being portrayed in their image. It's very important to them. Oh, Linda, why does production enable Jackson? It's too long. It's too much. There's a lot of concerns about his mental health, allegedly. That's what we've heard. But that just, then I'm like, why was he cast? If we're so concerned about his mental health, he shouldn't be on the show. So I think, but that's just, all allegedly gathering information. So I don't want to talk about it too much. It's hard to say. Can Nichole win against Jackson or Halle in the final two? Katie Gore is asking. She could beat Halle. No one can beat Jackson. Jackson has just a dang good resume, and he was aligned with the majority of the jury. When we talk about jury votes, we have to remember that the jury is made up mostly of grateful. They're going to vote for a Grateful Alliance member before an outsider. It's going to be hard for an outsider to beat a member of Grateful. Yay! Yes, a live on Friday. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Cliff told Nicole that if he wins veto, he's going to keep Jackson and evict Halle. He thinks that he should do that because Jackson will take him to final two. Now, if Cliff thinks that he can beat Jackson in a final two, he's delusional. Also, if he thinks that Jackson is actually going to take him, he's also delusional. So I guess Cliff is delusional, is what we've learned. What we've learned here, excuse me. But Nicole didn't make that agreement, but she doesn't get to vote, so it doesn't matter. So I think our only hope is that Nicole can talk some sense into Cliff. And I think I'm also hoping whatever is going on with Cliff today, where he just doesn't seem to be happy, doesn't seem to be himself, and he backtracked on that whole, like, I'm not taking you, Jackson, to final two. I'm hoping that's an open door, like a little crack in the door there, where Nicole can be like, Holly's easier to beat. Jackson's going to win. If he goes to final two, he's going to win. Like, those are the conversations that Nicole and Cliff need to have if the two of them have control over the veto. If Halle, we need to talk about this. So Halle said, she made the agreement she was going to throw the veto. But today, when they had their one-on-ones were really short, and they were like laughing, and they were like, they obviously know that the showmance is going to go up on the block. Like, there's nothing else to really talk about. But when Nicole got Halle by herself, Nicole kind of gave her an out for throwing the veto. She was like, look, I know that was part of the agreement, but like, is that really something you want to do? Because you should be able to play for your own game. I was like, why is Nicole telling Halle this? Halle should have said this. Holly's the one that should be like, I want to play my own game. I want to like have a fight. But Nicole was like alluding to like, don't you want to play your own game? But if you do, you got to get rid of your showmance. Like, if you win, I'm asking you to keep Cliff. And so Holly's like, yeah, like I do. Like, I hate that I had to throw the HOH. Like, I do want to fight for the veto. She's like, I don't know if I'll be good at it, but like, I do want to try to win it. And she was kind of nodding along with like, if I have to, when Nicole is saying like, and get rid of Jackson and keep Cliff. She was like, if I have to, if I have to. But of course, she didn't really say, like, handshake, yes, I'm going to do it. There was no official deal, but it kind of the vibe was that she's, like, going along with it. So she leaves, and Jackson comes in to do his one-on-one with Nicole. So that gives Cliff and Halle time to have a little one-on-one, which Cliff is saying the same thing. And he made it very clear to her that Jackson said he's taking Cliff. That if Jackson wins veto, he's evicting Halle and taking Cliff. And Holly's like, oh, I don't know what he would do. And Cliff was like, oh, that was the agreement. He was like, I thought you already knew, which I don't know if he thought she knew that or not, but he was making it very clear. He was like, oh, sorry, thought you already knew. Because Jackson, that was part of the deal, that Jackson evict you and take me. And she was like, oh, okay. And he was like, so if you want the same deal, you know. And she was like, well, if that's what I have to do, if that's what I have to do. Again, going along with it, nodding, but not like making an actual agreement. You know, then she and Jackson get a moment together. She tells him everything, does a little retail. And he was like, oh, okay. It's all out in the open now? Okay. And Jackson's like, well, great. I guess we play along with it that both of us are willing to do that, but we're not, you know? And they like made that deal together of like, but we're not really, we're taking each other. So Cliff and Nicole are under the impression of one thing, but that is not Jackson's intention at all. I bet you want Halle to stay. Wait a minute! Oh my god, I got a super chat! VBlack505! You are my very first super chat. Thank you. Mwah. Love, love, hugs and kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much. Love your video. So funny, referred by Jolene. Jolene, she and we have so much fun together. I'm going to be going over to her house to do a stream with her. I think this week coming up. If not this week, it'll be next week because that's the last week. We're almost done with BB. Thank you so much for that. Super, super sweet of you. Donna, I really don't want Cliff to win America's Favorite Player because he just hides behind people. I mean, Cliff is, you know, he's kind of got this like sneaky, ratty game, but it's working. He's doing it well. But yeah, America's Favorite Player should go to Nicole if she's not winning. I love that I said should. In no way, everyone can have their own opinion. I just announced that like that was a fact. So sorry. Everyone vote for who you want to. I'm voting for Nicole because I'm not sure she's going to win this game. Campos, do you think that the face morph that Jackson will suck at that? Yeah, I don't know. He has like been surprising me lately. So I've been saying he'd be bad at that, and Nicole has it hands down, but like, ooh, I'm so worried to say that anymore because Jackson just seems to be good at so much. Nicole, yep. Yep, Jolene is awesome. Yay. Thank you, Velvet. Yes, if you guys could like this video, it really does help. And if you aren't subscribed, please join us and subscribe because we're wrapping up Big Brother, but then we go right into Survivor, you guys. Get pumped up. I've been studying the cast. We're going to do a cast video very soon. And yep, get that point. Yeah, Canvas. I just only want Nicole to win BB21 and BB21, America's Favorite Player. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I thought it was so funny. I was watching the Big Brother Instagram stories today. I don't know if you guys caught that yet, but they did this, like, they had little paper cutouts, and they, like, had a question, and they had to hold up the house guests. And Nicole's face wasn't put up at all except for one question. There was only one question, and it was like, which house guest is most likely to talk to live feeders? And so people put up Cliff and Nicole. It was like a mix. And I was just like, look at this. The jury's not even thinking about Nicole. They didn't consider her when she was in the house. They thought she was irrelevant. They underestimated her, not even thinking about her now in the jury. I think they're going to be super shocked when they hear that she won, you know, this and that, smoked everyone in BB Comics. Like, once they start getting her stats, I hope that they're positively surprised, but I'm kind of worried that they're just going to be like, oh, really? Nicole? Whatever. And then not give her any votes. Blug. VBack 505 watches Mad Roast too. Yes. I also watch Mad Roast. Shafika, I can't remember. Doesn't second place get any prize? Yeah. So second place gets $50,000. So they get a good chunk of change. And then America's Favorite Player gets $25,000 usually. But they also announced the top 3 people for America's Favorite Player, which is also nice, just to like hear those 3 people that America liked. And if the majority of those 3 are not in Grateful, I think that sends a message. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just like, oh my God, I'm so bad at remembering things, but remember BB16 when Frankie Grande just knew he was going to be America's Favorite Player, and who was it that got it? Was it Donnie? Who was it that won 16 America's Favorite Player? But Frankie's face was hilarious. Like, legit showed, like, and same thing with when Cody won America's Favorite Player. And Paul's like, huh? Those are the kind of faces we need, like, Jack to see. You know, we need faces like, oh, wait, I wasn't liked? That's what we need to see. I don't know, Dean, if there's a full video of Jury House. I just see the Instagram clips. But follow Big Brother on Instagram. They show the jury there. Canvas, if Jackson leaves at Final Four, Nick will be, oh dear. Yes, Nick will be all about Nicole. I think Nick is probably the only person in the jury house that will be vocal for Nicole, but I think there has to be stuff to back it up. Like right now, Christy is the only person in the jury house that can vouch for Nicole, and she only has like one thing to say. She's like, oh, Nicole won the double eviction HOH and sent me out. So it's like, oh, Nicole. But then now when Tommy comes into the house, Tommy's the one who can be like, and then Nicole won veto and controlled this vote, basically. And then when they find out that Nicole won this HOH and hopefully more comps, that's the stuff that then Nick can be like, see, she's awesome. I think Tommy's going to have a lot to say with this jury because he might have nice things to say about Nicole, but I think he might be super impressed with what Jackson did and be like, Jackson's playing a darn good game, he's got to win. And then he and Christy are like pumping up Jackson's votes. I don't know if they'll be bitter. If it's like, don't like it. You know, Jackson's claims to be a Big Brother fan, and those fans don't usually get bitter, but we will see. Yeah, Maggie, Frankie didn't even make top 3, and that was, yeah, so, Donnie, yeah. That's what I love. I love when someone thinks that they're America's Favorite Player, and then they find out that they're not even in a top 3, and they're like, what? Ugh, I shouldn't love that. That probably says a lot about me, but I do! A pre-juror hosting a comp. Oh my gosh, yes! Thank you for reminding me, Canvas, that Ovi came in and hosted this luxury comp today. I mean, that does not happen, right? I have no memory of a pre-juror coming in that season. Again, I have a horrible memory. But that's really cool that they brought Ovi back. I mean, that should tell the house guests that he's really, really liked. They didn't mention that today, so I don't think they picked up on that. But they were like, oh, I bet he's so proud of us. And I was like, he's proud of two of you guys. The two that were in his alliance. The other two, not so proud of. Yeah, I hope that Dr. Will, like, shakes these people. That would be awesome. Judy, welcome! First time seeing. Please click subscribe. We have so much fun. We do many videos a week. Thank you for joining us. We love talking about Big Brother. Oh, hi, Jolene. Yes, right? It's horrible that we enjoy people's pain, but we do. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have Davon do any roundtable. I would love Dr. Will to like do an official roundtable and then Davon walk in and just be like, "You're an idiot. Oh my God, why are you thinking this?" And then just like really just like break them down. Right? Well, yeah. Oh my God, Kathy, good point. If Dr. Will lets Jess just start talking nonsense about any of this, he's going to be like, "What? Were you there? Did you see anything? What were you doing?" Stacked in Florida. So funny. Nicole thinks nobody, she's like hoping, is there a couple people rooting for me? I'm like, girl, I've never seen one house guest so loved by so many people. Fellowship of the Zing. I remember in the beginning when Fellowship of the Zing was like formed and I was like, dang it, like I want to be talking about this alliance all season. And this is the one that like is immediately basically dissolved is what I thought. But you know what? No, Fellowship of the Zing running this house. Running it and I love it. Yes, Survivor's coming up. Very excited. Why am I breaking your brain, Stacked in Florida? What did I say? What did I say? Donna, it's going to be interesting how when the house guests leave the house, the ones to receive the love from everyone will be surprised. Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised this year. Davon's too busy for it. Emmett TV got her. Yep. Hey, Davon needs to go where the work is. She does not need CBS. Daryl, I don't know that Cliff is evil. I just think he's playing the game. You know, he's got to cover his butt. I think at the end of the day, he's loyal to Nicole, but he knows he's probably not winning any comps. Like, Nicole has the potential to win her way through this game and drag Cliff's butt along with her. But Cliff doesn't really have those odds. Like, maybe he'll win, like, days or face more. Like, maybe. But he definitely isn't going to do well in the physical part of Final 3. So I think he has to cover his bum. He has to have as many people willing to take him to Final 2 as possible. But the reality is, Jackson is not. Jackson is more likely going to win this veto and cut Cliff. And that would mean because everything I say is right. Oh my God, don't say that. Everything goes to my head. Yeah, Jackson won money today. He won money in the luxury comp, quote unquote. I'm calling it luxury comp because money. But let's break down this like final 3 options, right? So as we know, Nicole has HOH. She's safe. But only one person is going to vote, and that's going to be the veto holder. So even though it's great that Nicole is safe, she doesn't have a ton of say in who's going to be evicted. She can kind of talk and manipulate, but like she doesn't get the vote. So if Nicole wins veto, let's say she controls HOH and veto, that means Cliff will stay off the block because her noms today, I love that we're even skipping noms, Sarah. Her noms today will be the showmans, obviously, Jackson and Halle. It's happening right now. So no one will be surprised that Jackson and Halle are on the block. If Nicole wins veto, the noms will stay that way. Cliff will be the sole vote. And as of now, Cliff is voting to evict Halle. So final 3 would be Nicole, Cliff, and Jackson. That blows my mind that you would want to compete against Jackson in the final 3. Does not make sense. Nicole and Cliff should know that. And I'm hoping Nicole can talk some sense into Cliff. But if she can't, Cliff is the one voting. So there we are. Let's say Cliff wins veto. He will do the same thing, and Nicole will have even less say in it because she didn't win. Those are our 2 options there. Then let's say Jackson wins veto. he will pull himself down or he'll pull Halle down. It doesn't really matter because, well, no, it does matter because he has to be the one to vote. So he'll have to pull, well, it doesn't matter because then Holly's going to vote his way. As long as he can trust Halle. Let's say he pulls himself down, puts Cliff on the block. He's evicting Cliff. He's not an idiot. He doesn't care that he's made a deal with Cliff. He's going to keep his showmance. Not only because he would look horrible. Being the person who's so concerned about his image, it would look horrible if he all of a sudden cut his girlfriend. It just doesn't work for the TV viewers and us feeders, honestly. So he's going to keep her, but also she's easy to beat. She might be equally as easy to beat as Cliff, but like, so then take your girlfriend, you know what I mean? So then Cliff gets evicted. If Halle wins, veto, same scenario. One of them comes down, Cliff goes up, and that person votes to evict Cliff. So our final three is more than likely going to be Nicole, Jackson, Cliff, or Nicole, Jackson, Halle. Honestly, it looks like Nicole and Jackson more than likely are in the final three. Again, unless Nicole can talk some sense into Cliff. Oh my God, I got another super chat! Ah, Dean, thank you. $25. What are you, rich? Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed you and David this season. Thanks and pizza on me. Yay! Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you, Dean. We've enjoyed you this season. I love it. Thank you so much, Dean. Yay! Super chat in the house. I'm gonna make up a super chat dance. Wait, everyone hated Tommy and all his singing and dancing this season, but that's what I do. So please don't hate my singing and dancing, because everything is a song. Everything is jazz hands in my world. Right, Ben? I'm gonna be rich! Yeah! Oh, you guys are so fun. This is why I do it, because you guys are fun. See, it's another song. I can't help it. I cannot help it. Gonna be rich. Wait, now I'm gonna get a zing from YouTube if it sounds like a real song. Yay! Yesenia, with that said, become a patron. You can also become a patron. Patron on Patreon. That is true. Get it. Yeah. LA Mansion shopping time. Yeah, Yes, we're over 3,000 subscribers, Donna. Thank you for reminding me, because David and I have got to do a special video in celebration of our goal, meeting our goal, 3,000 subscribers. Oh God, don't get that as a tattoo. Nicole dance. Oh yeah. Did I do it right? I gotta practice it. Well, that reminds me. I have a really awesome shirt that I want to wear for a Jackson eviction party, and now I'm getting worried that we're not going to have a Jackson eviction party for me to wear it to. And I don't want to wear it on finale in support of him, but I guess I might have to. But you guys are going to love this shirt. I got to wear it. You guys are going to love it. I bet you can guess what it looks like. It's going to be fun. So, yes. Okay, those are our final three options. Do you guys think that Nicole can talk some sense into Cliff to get Jackson out? Because don't you think that a final three of Nicole, Cliff, and Halle is better? I mean, Jackson deserves to win if he's there. Yara! You know. Yes, Nicole and Cliff dancing in the storage room together is adorable because they're both kind of like funny dancers. I love it. Yes, Nicole and Cliff. Yeah, exactly. So if we have Nicole, Cliff, and Halle, Nicole and Cliff are pretty much guaranteed final two, don't you think? I mean, maybe I'm underestimating Halle. And if Jackson wasn't there, maybe she like all of a sudden is like invigorated and like has some fire and she gets it. And maybe she drags Nicole to the final two, which would be great because then I think it's actually probably pretty close. Maybe between Halle and Nicole for final two? I don't know. Yeah, Jackson's got to go if you want to win. Like, Nicole and Cliff should want to win by this point, and they should not keep the one person who has been dominating this game. Brooke, no, they are at Noms right now, and they will play Veto tomorrow, Saturday, which I think will probably be Days or Face Morph. It's going to definitely, I say definitely like I know anything. I don't know anything. I would assume it's going to be sort of a mental comp, something, since they just had an endurance comp, even though it wasn't an endurance comp, but it was technically an endurance comp. So I think that this one will be less physical, which gives Cliff a chance, a fighting chance. Shoni, is that how you pronounce your name? Siani, Connie. Cliff would be dumb to keep Jackson, and it could lose him jury votes if he's next to Nicole. That would be interesting. Yeah. Seth's trying to really manifest some Nicole destroying BB Comics energy and hope she can use that to talk some sense into Cliff. Yeah. I mean, Nicole did a great job of sort of talking Cliff into some stuff this week, but I never really felt like Cliff was really, like, he was listening to her, but he wasn't really going to be convinced by her. You know, he's good at saying the right stuff. He's a decent talker. And so he's like, I'm considering it. I'm thinking about it. I hear you. You're not wrong. You know, he's saying all the right things to make Nicole feel like they're a partnership. But I was never convinced that he was really going to change his mind. So I don't even know if Nicole can change his mind. But if she is the veto winner, she might be able to sort of guilt him or manipulate him a little bit. But if he wins the veto, he's going to be like, look, it's all me. Like, it's my choice. I'm doing what I want to do. Nicole for All Stars. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, Brooke thinks it's going to be Days. I think Nicole and Cliff are both really good at Days. I don't think Jackson's as good as at Days. And I can't tell about Halle. I can't tell. Brooke thinks they should have kept Tommy. I'm okay with Tommy being out because he was so good at this game, and if he got to final two, he's gonna win. But yeah, I mean, I think getting Halle out and breaking up that showmance is obviously also a great idea. Like, that's not a bad idea. Marky Fry, the patriarchy is real. Unfortunately, it is. The fact that Jackson is all like, Cliff, you and I, like, not that he's being honest, because obviously he's going to take his girlfriend, but the fact that he's not even saying that to Nicole, I feel like that's a bit of, like, the boys club vibe, and that kind of makes me eye roll a little bit, but, you know, everybody's different. Ladybug is hoping for Face Morph, though Stack, I don't think Jackson will win that one, yeah. I don't think so. But again, he wins things that I don't think he can win. I don't know. Kathy's saying they agreed if Nicole won veto, Cliff would vote out how she wins. Oh, did they? That's interesting. I missed that if that was said, because what I heard Cliff say was, I made this deal with Jackson. You didn't. So maybe he was saying, if you win veto, I have to do what you say. That would be interesting if he played it off like that. Because that's a good way to play it off to other people of like, look, I made a deal with you. I wanted to keep you, Jackson. But Nicole won veto. She's keeping me safe, so I got to do what she tells me to do. Like, that's a good way to play that off. Right, Evan. Tommy would win because of Christy for sure. Christy absolutely is going to vote for him. And she can flip that jury house for sure. Ben, wouldn't they evict Jackson over Halle? You would think, Ben. You would think. And last week, that's what they said. But then Cliff made this deal. I don't know. Sarah probably jinxed Tommy. Because I said every week Tom's going to win. Because every week, whenever someone new won the HOH, they said, well, I don't want to put up Tommy. Like, I love Tommy. I don't want to hurt Tommy. That's the person who wins the game, who's so protected that you don't even consider putting them up. So if I jinxed him, then you're welcome. Free of charge. I won a comp. Jackson won't win. Valid. If Jackson makes final two, it won't matter who he's with. He'll win the entire. Yeah. Oh, you think the injury? Oh, interesting, Tom. You're saying that Jackson makes final two, that he loses no matter what? I don't know. I don't think. I mean, the jury has to be super bitter to do that, and it's very possible. We've seen a lot of bitter juries, but everything Jackson has done, at least in their mind, is game related, right? And they were aligned with him in the beginning. Like, when Jack left, he felt bad that he betrayed Jackson. So I don't think Jack is like hating on Jackson. I mean, Kat doesn't want to vote for Jackson, that's for sure. I don't know. I'm not so convinced on that, but it's very possible, depending on who he's next to. I mean, I thought if Jackson was next to Tommy, I think if they had evicted Halle and somehow we ended up with Jackson next to Tommy, then yes, you've got two members of Grateful that the majority of the jury house loves. One of them pissed them off and one didn't. So we're back to the Tyler Casey situation, basically. You know, you both played the game, but I like Tommy better. So in that case, I think Jackson would have lost. But I don't know now. Leslie says Nicole needs to win the veto and keep the noms the same. Absolutely. But do you get rid of Jackson or Halle? That's the question. Fonda, you think it's really Cliff versus Nicole for the veto? I hope so. Dean says Jackson could blub his speech to the jury. Jackson's a good talker. But it depends on his approach. Like, does he act cocky? Does he take responsibility? You know, he's a good talker, but what he says is important, absolutely. And that's what I love about Nicole, is because Nicole has proven to be a very good talker. Remember back to the double eviction when she was under so much pressure, she was so well-spoken. I think she will have a great final two speech. I think she'll be able to piece together the things that she has done to her credit. So I would love to just hear her speech for sure. If Cliff goes to jury, he'll convince everyone to vote for Nicole. I would hope so, Linda. I would hope so. Piggy 2009 thinks Jackson only wins against Halle. Well, interesting. That's so interesting that some of you think he doesn't win the jury. Huh. Ben says, who knows, Jackson will probably find a way to cheat the system during the veto. It's worrisome. Yeah. Monalele, get rid of Jackson. Duh. I just can't imagine two people who really know this game keeping the comp beast in. It's crazy. I know. We had Gallagher last season. One season too soon. Could have had him in, smashing watermelons. And Jackson would be so off his game, he wouldn't be able to compete in anything that happened after that. Yes, Fonda. That's why Paul and Tyler lost, because they did not own their stuff. Well, I don't know about Tyler so much, but definitely Paul. Paul did not own his moves, and that was his downfall for sure. Yeah, Leslie. You would imagine everyone knows Jackson needs to go. I do not know why Cliff thinks that this is a deal that he would honor. Like, we are just too close to the end to be honoring. You know, Cliff has played this role of like, I'm going to honor deals. I'm going to be, this man of integrity until I need to cut people, until I need to not. Like, I'm willing to do it, but at a point. And I'm like, Cliff, you're at that point. This is now. We're not honoring any more deals. Like, get yourself to final 2. Goodness gracious. I want Nicole to win and America's favorite player. That is all, says Stockton, Florida. That is all. Oh, Timo's here. Yay. 2 people aren't keeping Jackson. 1 person is, and that's Cliff. Yep, Nicole is against it, but she hasn't been super vocal about that yet. That's the thing, and she's probably waiting till veto, which makes sense. Like, no need to like debate it right now. But she kind of was just like, huh, and hasn't fought Cliff on it yet. But it's probably because they haven't played veto yet. So yeah, don't blame Nicole. She didn't make that deal. She 100% didn't make that deal. Canvas, you find it weird that Nicole likes Paul. Well, I liked BB-18 Paul. Maybe that's what she means. V Black 505 Jerkson and Halle have been too into themselves. The final comps are days and knowing their housemates. Oh, yeah, right? Knowing your housemates is going to be hard for Jackson and Halle. They have been up in that HOH room so long. They do not know what's going on. Yes, bounce some chicks. Bounce them. Bounce them. Yep, Evan. Nicole will win that final HOH and take Cliff. It can happen. She knows her stuff. Linda's asking, why do they spend an hour a night in the diary room? Because they got lots to talk about. When you're in the diary room, the producers almost act like therapists, and they talk to you about everything from every which angle and all the ups and downs, every option, what you think about everybody. They go through a lot of stuff, and they let the house guests like cry and get mad, and so it takes a long time. They don't rush through anything. They get sound bites for just about everything just to cover their bums. Yeah. All right, guys. So we know that Nicole is HOH. We know that Jackson and Halle are on the block. And we know that it's important that whoever wins this veto decides who to vote who out. And I think it's a big decision that they really need to talk through. And on one hand, hey, if Jackson wins this veto and evicts Cliff, then we get to see Cliff totally surprised that he gets cut. That's something. But then Jackson's winning the game. So that is where we are at. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Last week we talked about TV Co, and I did start over there this week. I'm on TV Co on Wednesdays after the show. So Jolene is on TV Co during the Wednesday episode. And then I go on right after her to talk about it and to talk about whatever vote flip is happening or campaign speeches, blah, blah, blah. Not speeches, but campaigning during the week. So that is happening on Wednesdays on TV Co. Also, is anyone watching Dancing with the Stars this season? I'm going to watch Dancing with the Stars this season, and I'm going to talk about that on TV Co. on Tuesdays. What time am I doing that on Tuesdays? Stand by, and I'll tell you what time I'm doing that on Tuesdays. I'm going to do that at 5 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. Pacific on Tuesdays. I will talk about Dancing with the Stars if any of you are interested and want to talk about that. I haven't watched in a few seasons. I used to love the show, and I wanted to get back into it this season. So, Wyatt, don't end yet. You just got here. Welcome, Wyatt. Well, I'm not going to end it because this is a good question. Jen Craig says, have I ever applied? Here's my story. I've never applied to Big Brother, but for Big Brother Over the Top, they contacted me, and I went to finals for Big Brother Over the Top, which was a fascinating experience. Obviously, I got cut and didn't make it, but it was a lot of fun just to meet like Allison Grodner and the producers and Rich Meehan, and to see how the whole casting process goes down gave me some really good insight on sort of these like character buckets. Like they really talked to me about my character, and it was clear that Alex was my spot. Like I was the gamer girl, and Alex got it for Big Brother over the top. But she had that sister twist, which I was like, obviously, take her. She has a sister twist. So I was like so excited to go through the process. Again, I didn't apply. They reached out to me because I would never actually like apply to go on the show because logically, I don't want to go on this show. I don't want to be locked away. I would lose my mind and you guys would make fun of me, and like I know that. So so when they didn't cast me, when they cut me at finals, I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Remind me to not go on Big Brother. But I'm sure if they came back, I would probably go on it. But I don't know. I'm very conflicted because I want to play it, but like I don't want to play it. You know what I mean? But yes, Ben, I would love to go on Amazing Race. That's the one I want to go on. And if David and I could get on Amazing Race, that would be the one to do. David and I both have, like, he doesn't like heights, and I don't like to fall, like do, what's the thing? Oh my God, I'm blanking on, like bungee jumping, like, or skydiving, anything like that I can't do. So we would probably be horrible on the Amazing Race too, but it would be so fun. I would love it. You know. Cambos, yes. Not getting picked was probably a blessing in disguise. Absolutely. I really enjoyed Over the Top. Like, I think that would have been a fun cast to be on. Like, I wouldn't have been miserable had I been on the BB19 cast. I would have been miserable, obviously. But yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. I'd much rather talk about it than actually do it. You know what I mean? My husband's calling. Decline. Definitely not Survivor. No way. I can't even go camping. That's just never going to happen. That's no bueno for Sarah. Not going to happen. Oh, thank you. Yeah, click like on this video, guys. It helps the channel. It helps us get recommended for other people to find us. So please give it a like. And for you new guys that just found us, I appreciate it. Go ahead and click subscribe because we do several videos a week. And we love talking about this. And we're moving on to Survivor after Big Brother ends and Survivor begins, obviously. And then whenever Amazing Race comes back, we will obviously talk about that too. That would be amazing. Why do you want to be on Big Brother? Yeah, a lot of people want to be. Yesenia, I would have absolutely been a ball smasher. I bet you I would have been. Yay, thank you. Thank you guys so much for showing up and chatting with me. I appreciate it. Did I cover everything? We got TV Code, we got Dancing with the Stars, we got all of this fun stuff. I can't wait to see who wins veto. And David and I will be back on Monday night. We will be live. We go live around 6:30 p.m. Pacific on Mondays to talk about, you know, everything that happened with the veto, all of those spoilers, but we'll also have a lot to talk about Sunday's episode because we'll get to see this this house meeting, this fight, and we'll fully understand the HOH and how depressing that was. Except exciting that Nicole won, but depressing that it was 2 minutes. Like, what? Well, yes! Start watching Amazing Race because we will cover it whenever it comes back on. It's not on the schedule yet, so we'll see. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Please have a wonderful and safe weekend. It is Friday the 13th and a full moon, so please, please be careful out there. And I will see you guys on Twitter, and then I'll see you guys on Monday. Yay! All right, bye!